Hey, Gary here with you. GroovePages 2.0 update August 15th. Something that may not be obvious is blocks, adding blocks. Of course, we have this new element here where we click here to add the element. It still drops off over onto the canvas. Then here you have global blocks, but not what were considered regular blocks. Before this new update, you had blocks here. Now what you have to do is you have to click on the block, and then you'll see this plus button at the top. It says add block. Click that, then you'll have your designer, your direct response, your wireframe, pop-ups, mega menus, the ones you've saved, and also the global blocks that you will create eventually. It says I have one here, but it's not showing up. So here's your designer block. Then under each designer block, you have empty blocks, alert blocks, call to action. So subcategories, progress bars, team, testimonials. So let's say I wanted to add this testimonial block in. I would click that. It's going to place that block at the top. You can see here it's loading that block. Now that block is there. Of course, the up and down arrows here, those still work. So if we up arrow, that will move that block back up. You see the plus sign here at the bottom, that would add the block at the bottom. So if we wanted this testimonial block, you can see we just simply click that. And then it's going to add that in. One other thing that is changed that I'll add here quick to this update. Again, August 15th, 2022. This just went live yesterday, August 14th, 2022. I'm working in it, so I'm sharing with you what I see. Here before we had the ability, there was a drag handle to move the text. So now you can't move the text. What you have to do is you have to highlight the text. Let me click off because I have to click back inside the text. Then the up arrow will move you into the container. Now I can move the container just by clicking the middle of the container, and then it allows me to move the entire container. If I was to drop that container there, you can see that it moved the entire container. So if I wanted to move this individual piece of text, I can't do that. I have to move the container here in the breadcrumbs. I'll click that. You can see here that it changes that. So if I was to undo that, you'll see that it'll go back where it was. So again, you can't move the text. So here you can see I've highlighted this text and I can't move it. If I up arrow once, let me click back in it again. If I up arrow once, it goes to the entire container. So then I can move the container simply by grabbing and dragging and drop the container. I hope that's clear in what I'm trying to show you. Let me see if I can demonstrate that with going into the elements, and we will drop in a one column right here, and then I will add a container here. If I can get this to move over, I will add that container here. That's not where I want the container. Undo that. Redo the container. So here's the container, the one column container. It's going to add a container into that. I don't think I can add a container inside of the one column. I should be able to drop a container in there. Anyway, we'll back out of that and redo that. Sorry for all the clicking, folks. I'm just trying to show you what I see at this point with these updates. So I'm going to drop an H1 inside of that container. And now here I have to click exit to get rid of that. Then I have to come back and click the heading. Here now I have the heading. I can add margin or padding. I wanted to center that. Okay, so if I double click it, here I have the ability to center that. Then this now does have a drag handle here, so I can move this wherever I want it for the styling of the element. I'll close that for the text element. Now, if you look, you'll click here the text. There is no drag handle. So let me click off this again. That's inside the container. There should be a container here. So here's the heading text, back down to the breadcrumbs, container. Now once I'm inside the container, now I can move that container with the text inside of it, but I can't drag the text. So let me see if I can get that container. So it moved the text and container. Go up one more and try that again. Now that text, so it stripped the container and it just moved the text into this different container. Very confusing. Let me undo that. 1, 2, twice. So I click on the heading, which is the H1 text. Then I go up one to grab the container, and then I drag the container down. Yeah, it's stripping the text out of this container. If I hit the up arrow to go to the next block, and it's putting it inside of this container. So August 15th, 2022, you can see some of the challenges. There are a few other challenges, but I want to keep it short and just show you. The main purpose of this video was to show you if you want to add a new block, you have to highlight the block, and then you have the add block button at the top and the bottom, because this was not obvious to me when I first started inside of Groove 2.0 with the update here currently August 15th, 2022. Talk to you later.